Hey everyone, Dash Ireland from Broad Culture here, and today it's Tuesday like always, and you know what that means. The GBU, the Good, Bad, and Ugly from Monday Night Raw, and this time it's August 16th, 2018. Before we get started on this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to our videos. That case we can get more of these out there. So let's get to it. So evening started with Kurt and Constable Baron Corbin coming out to cut a promo on what happened last week, and as always, this is predictable for Kurt Angle. Because, I mean, there are some of us within broad culture that are thinking maybe there should be a different general manager, because everything that's happening on Raw is almost predictable, and it's not having an unpredictable feeling it used to have. Yeah, they cut a promo on Brock. Kurt is mad as hell. Constable Baron Corbin, he has an entirely different opinion because he's a heel, but it was all good, and even Roman came out. It was good, but the bad thing is that it's predictable to do that. Of course, it's like a previously on yada yada that you get on every other TV show that recaps you. No one really wants to watch it because everyone's been paying attention. And then, of course, after Roman came out, there was Roman versus Baron Corbin, and they kind of had a bit of a slow match. But in the end, Roman won because Finn Balor came out and just kind of scared Corbin a bit shitless, so to say. And that was the good part of it. That was good. And in the end, Roman won. Like, good. Okay, Roman won. It's building him up. But how is this supposed to build him up against Brock? He needs to go against more high-profile opponents. That's the bad part. And the show was a bit... Well, the match was a bit slow. Then, of course, Seth was backstage. Seth Rollins was backstage talking about how he went up to Kurt talking about the old Dolphin Drew angle and how they're going to have a tag team match and he needs a tag team partner. We're going to get to that later. So, up next we had Bobby Roode versus Mojo Rawley. The good thing about this is that there's Bobby Roode winning, so there could be room to build up Mojo Rawley a bit, because we can't have him going like undefeated on Raw. No. Build him up a little by having this feud. However, the ugly part of this is that it's probably going to be to the pre-show on SummerSlam if they do make this a long, drawn-out feud. So, and plus, it's also ugly that they're doing this to both superstars, and they're talented in their own ways. But it seems a bit... And of course, there's Elias cutting another promo with a documentary crew, because it's Elias. We all want to walk with Elias. But of course, Bobby Lashley came out and they had that whole back and forth, which was a bit childish. I mean, it was pretty good because Elias getting interrupted one night, it's kind of funny. But the ugly part is that it's probably going to be forgotten. And if it's going to be at SummerSlam, it's either going to be pre-show or it's just going to be at the start of the show because they can't have it right in the middle or right at the end. This is where it gets stressful in the show. Rezar of Authors of Pain versus Titus O'Neil. Nothing really good about it. It's just straight ugly because if Authors of Pain are going to be built up to be something big, they should not be continuously feuding with the Titus brand. What they need to do, what they should have done is just have a one and done with Titus Worldwide and then move on to a completely another tag team. That's just awful, ugly. Like I said, WWE Creative has been really, really lazy lately. And then next, we had the Kevin Owens show, which almost anything Kevin Owens does with a promo, he does it so well. And he brought out Jinder Mahal, which has Jinder Mahal seriously been really minimalized to a guru so that he's a living stereotype of India? It shows creative doesn't really care much, really. It's lazy, like I said. It's just weird to see Jinder as a guru and yet also a heel. It makes no sense, but then when they were talking about trying to get Braun to come out so he could face Jinder, which Jinder was also scared a little shitless. Like I said, we're not much against cursing on this, but I have to say it because that's just how I am. But when they called him out, Braun was under the table and he just pushed it up and they just fell off the stage. A little built stage for them off the side of the entrance ramp. And it was quite funny because Braun is always funny. Just masterpiece what they're doing with Braun. And so that was the good part. The bad part is, like I said, Jinder being the guru. That's just a stereotype that is being... Because they do this every time in WWE. If there's someone foreign, they gotta make them some living stereotype. Like, over so many years, any foreign heel has to go with the I Hate America gimmick. Why can't you just be the heel that just doesn't like anyone? Just go with that. Then after Braun flipping the stage, there's Jinder versus Braun. Jinder won via DQ, and it was okay. Like, I'll give it a good, because it's really building up the whole deal between Kevin and Braun in the match that if Braun loses the briefcase, well, if Braun loses in any way, shape, or form, Kevin gets the briefcase. And this is kind of showing that Kevin's not getting it, which is a bit 50-50 booking-ish, but you know what? It's good. Same thing with Braun is good with me. Then, of course, we had Seth Rollins versus Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre. Now, Seth originally was having Roman be his tag team partner, but Constable Baron Corbin was like, nope, can't wrestle in 2 matches in one night with SummerSlam so close. Tell you, this Constable gimmick is good. Now, before it was confirmed that Roman Reigns was supposed to be the partner, Tyler Breeze decided he wanted to team up with Seth, and he did the whole shield salute thing. And he was like calling Seth the CrossFit Jesus, and they wanted to go CrossFit Breezes, and that was pretty good. Now, I'm going to give that a good. That's a good one. So, like, yeah, Seth versus Dolph and Drew, because since Seth was on his own, that match was good, and Dolph and Drew won. It's good. It's good, because it's showing how much Seth is really over his head in this, and Dolph and Drew are proving to be a force to be reckoned with. But, of course, this might be leading to, at SummerSlam, Seth getting a title back, because Seth is a big draw with this. And if they're doing that, then it could mean Seth gets the IC title. He got it at WrestleMania, getting at another big 4. That's really gonna be something. But hopefully we get a different competitor in this. Like, put Finn Balor back and let him win the title. Like, you know how I am. I love Finn Balor. Like, I really like him as a superstar. Of course, we had, after that, we had B-Team versus the Revival, which it was a draw because of Deleter's World. They just popped up replacing Curtis Axel and what's-his-face from the Revival. What's good about it is that the Deleter's World are trying to know that they are coming for their titles. What was bad about this is that it's not getting the attention it deserves. Which the B-Team got a new theme, and not a fan of it. Really not a fan. Which is ugly, is that this feud will probably be brought to the pre-show. I forgot to mention, Finn kicked the crap out of Baron Corbin after the Roman vs. Corbin match. I forgot to mention that. But that part was good. Afterwards, which was probably one of the best parts of the show, was Paul Heyman's promo whenever he's interviewed by Renee Young. Almost forgot the name. And it was great. It was absolutely good. One of the best parts. Because it was almost as if he was playing the girlfriend who can't believe and refuses to believe that she broke up with her boyfriend. Like, it's just great. Paul Heyman's trying to be good, and they're humanizing. Everything with Paul Heyman's promos are just absolutely great, and it's just good. It's one of the best things about WWE right now when it comes to promo work. After that, we had Boston Hug Connection versus the Riot Squad. Riot Squad won, which... What are they doing at this point? Because I wanted to see Sasha Banks versus Bayley, but then they brought it together versus tag team, which, like I said, it's probably going to be where Boston Hug becomes one of the first Raw women's tag team champions, or one of the first WWE women's tag team champions. Can't speak. It's bad because Riot Squad, I don't know what they're doing with them. Ugly. It's just lazy creativity. And finally, we had Ronda Rousey versus Alicia Fox. Alicia Fox. A little thing that Adam Blampier used to do when he was part of What Culture. It was okay, yeah, it's good. Rousey won because Ronda is pretty talented. And she ragged all Alicia Fox, but the ugly part of this is that it is also not building up against Alexa Bliss properly. Like, put Rousey on against a few matches with Alexa Bliss with facing her, but Alexa getting out on top, so maybe Ronda will get that win at SummerSlam. Or else it's just no. Lazy creativity. And so overall it was decent, it was adequate, but not much of a great show. Hopefully by the time the go-home show of Raw comes around, that they do something good. Because last year it got lazy whenever they gave Akira Tozawa the Cruiserweight title, and then having Neville win it back at SummerSlam. So, if you liked the video, like it up. Be sure to subscribe to our channel, get notifications. As always, I am the Dash Island for Broad Culture. Hope you enjoyed the good, bad, and the ugly.